Welcome back to Ultimate Skyrim, my friends. This is Season 1, Episode 70. Wow, big 7-0. Last we left off, we had just arrived in Falkreath to take care of a few errands. We are priming up to take down a bandit camp that's going to hopefully get us the moon amulet our friend Carjo needs to join our party. We're still here with Armand, who is our merchant specialist. And a couple of you guys were talking to me in the comments about how one of the things you really enjoyed about Hilfrid was the semi-elaborate backstory that we had kind of built for her. And I realized that I really hadn't done anything similar for Armand, so I took some notes, just threw together what I thought was a pretty suitable backstory that doesn't take too many swaths of his past and write over them, so there's still plenty of room for us to build on it as a community, or for you guys to headcanon whatever the hell you want. But so here's my notes that I'm reading off that I wrote down right now. So Armand was born to unknown parents in probably Cyrodiil. That's where he was left for adoption. Basically left on the doorstep of a patriarch/matriarch household, a big farm and estate in the Colovian Highlands in Cyrodiil. So basically he was left on the doorstep of this large farming estate, you could say. The patriarch and the matriarch who owned everything, their daughter and her husband, so their son-in-law, raised Armand as one of their own. They had a son of their own already, who's a couple years older than Armand, who was Armand's brother, and they were very close growing up because Armand was, let's say, a little bit bookish, a little bit shy, had definitely a propensity for magic because of his Breton lineage. Perhaps maybe some of the other kids weren't so nice to him, but his brother was always nice to him. His brother was a lot more typically, let's say, burly and tough, but also very, very kind. So that brotherly relationship is what defined a lot of Armand's childhood and teenage years. So moving on to actual events. Once the war broke out between the Thalmor and the Empire, Armand's brother was conscripted into the Imperial Legion. During the sack on the Imperial City, Armand's brother died, which was obviously a huge deal to Armand and to the family. After the White Gold Concordat was signed, if you guys don't know about that, it's the treaty that was signed that essentially ended the war between the Thalmor and the rest of the Empire, but it was very heavily slanted towards the Thalmor. Basically, it was a win on the part of the Thalmor. They had thoroughly trounced the Empire, and the Empire had to sign the White Gold Concordat as a kind of necessary ceasefire. So after that happened, many of their family's holdings were annexed, and the holdings that they still have are heavily taxed and tariffed, like many of the other holdings in the Imperial City and now quote-unquote Thalmor-controlled places, even though they're not technically controlled by the Thalmor. The Thalmor obviously have their fingers in a lot of the Empire, so it's something worth considering. So once this all happens, Armand, I guess, would be in his early 20s, probably not super far off from where he is now. I think now he's closer to like late 20s, early 30s. So he leaves his home to become a traveling merchant. As a child, Armand was very bookish, as we discussed earlier. He had a really large propensity for all of the merchants and the sailors and the traders who he would meet in the cosmopolitan heart of the Empire, the Imperial City. Living so close to the Imperial City gave him plenty of opportunity to see all of these travelers who traveled the world and peddled their goods and had all different kinds of adventures and goods to sell, unique things. So he always loved that. So in a sense, he's following his dream, so to speak, by traveling the world and trying to become a merchant, trying to make a lot of money. And he tells himself it's so that he can build back his family, so he can give back to them for everything they've given to him, so he can donate, his earnings and really make it big to bring the family back to glory. I think this is why he's doing it, but also I think perhaps more secretly, he needed to get away. I think he's scared. I think he's running from his feelings. I think being back in Cyrodiil, being with his family, is a huge reminder of his brother, which I think he has a lot of guilt over not being able to save his brother when he was killed in the sack of the Imperial City. So I really think that Armand is more running away than anything else. But, who knows how things will go. So I think in between then and now, he found himself with a merchant caravan, perhaps traveling through Morrowind. Something went wrong. Perhaps everything went belly up. Perhaps there was a betrayal of some sort. But whatever it was, he ended up going north to Skyrim all on his lonesome. He's a very smart guy. He's evolved, so to speak, very much from his years as a shy young youth to the point where now he's a bona fide ladies' man. He's got a silver tongue. He's a pretty skilled merchant, and he's ready to unleash his skills on Skyrim. The reason he's gone here is because it's wartime, and he knows that there are many opportunities to be had in wartime. But obviously, he's not. He might have some emotional problems, so to speak, as do we all, right? No one's perfect out there. We've all got our baggage to carry, and Armand has his. So hopefully, that is enough of a backstory. Jesus, that was 5 minutes of backstory, so if that's not enough for you guys, I don't know what else I can do. Hopefully I'll throw a couple minutes on the end of this video just to kind of make up for that for those of you who really don't give a shit, and I'm sure that there's many of you out there. But I know that for me personally, having a well-developed backstory really does help my enjoyment of the game. It really makes things a lot more immersive and fun, and it influences the way that I play as well, especially in terms of the skills that I accept, or sorry, not skills, quests that I accept and the things that I do. It's really fun to kind of immerse yourself in these characters, I think. Anyway, on to our stuff we got to do here in Falkreath. So the first thing that we got to do, so in between the last episode and this one, I fully integrated immersive merchandising. I edited a ton of the loot lists and things like that, really to make it congeal with Ultimate Skyrim. I'm really excited about it. There's so many different merchants now and just additional pieces to the commerce of the world that were missing before, which is really, really awesome. Now, some of you have been talking to me about how you want our horses to have some armor. I think that's a good call. Keep in mind, we are also here to learn some conjuration, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to this guy. He's the guy who owns the stables. This is Miles Mattius. Oh, I'd like to buy a horse. He might not actually sell me any stable stuff, because this stable is added by expanded towns and cities, so it might not work with the immersive merchandising new options. But that's okay. And honestly, they would have, all the other cities have stable masters as well who will sell us armor and goods of that sort. So we can always just wait until we're in another city to go ahead and find some armor for our horses. I can also probably go in afterwards, after this episode, in between this one and the next one, and make it so that those expanded towns and cities, stable merchants, also carry the things that they probably should. Oh, whoops. Got some potatoes. In fact, actually, hold on a second. This might be a mod conflict. Now that I'm talking about immersive merchandising, going in here, going into I need. Let's see, advanced. I am looking for difficulty. Valued harvest. See, that should be active. So no, we should not be able to take those. Here's what will happen. We can purchase or we can steal it. So that's to prevent it. But actually, I believe if we talk to her. Whoa, what the heck? I don't know what just happened there. No. Yes. I would like to talk to you. Licinia Mattius. She must be one of the generically named NPCs. Anyway, we are going down here, and we're going to talk to Runo, because he's going to teach us about some conjuration.
God Arche was once like us, bound to winding mortality, but he willingly gave up this existence, that we might better understand the vagaries of life and death. It is through the ebb and flow of this cosmic tide that we find renewal, and in the end, peace. May the spirit of Lavinia and all those who have left this world and its suffering know the beloved serenity of Ethereus, and may we one day rejoin them in eternity.
That's a nice service you got there, Runo. Mark, don't interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt the service. I thought that would be...
the cemetery here in Falkreath. I take care of the shrines.
Oh, that's nice. So here's some stuff that's added by immersive merchandising. So immersive merchandising makes it so that priests offer services that you would really expect them to offer. We can talk to Runil. He will sell us amulets of Marque, Mara. He's got some scrolls that we can use that are generally anti-undead because he is a priest of Arche, and as we know from Hilfred, Arche is pretty diametrically opposed to undead and anything of the sort. He doesn't have a whole lot of gold to trade with because he's not really interested in buying our goods so much as he is selling his goods and offering services. That makes sense to me, so I'm pretty okay with it. None of these spell tomes are really geared for us. These scrolls could be pretty valuable. However, I am holding on to my money as of now because there are other things I'd rather spend the money on. The first thing is conjuration.
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and train this as much as possible because I really need conjuration training. There we go. Hey, look at that. We got some enough to get a level up. That's pretty rad. So we're going to go ahead and back up on out. Also, what sort of food do I have? Because Vorstag is not doing so hot. Let us see. We got potatoes, raw meat, raw apple, skeever, venison salted, huh? Still can't eat it, but it'll last longer at the very least. So not a lot in terms of food. So here's what we're going to do. I missed what he said there, but I'm sure it was full of sage wisdom. So we're going to go ahead and leave our horses down over this way and run back up to Falkreath on this beautiful day. It is getting a little bit darker. Looks like the cloud cover's coming in. I would say it's like, what, 1:30? 3:30, way off. Way off on my part. That's okay. I think we can still probably go take down that bandit camp by the end of the day. But what we're going to have to do first is pop into the inn and see about maybe cooking some food, maybe buying some food. I do believe that our followers have, what's it called? They have, oh, by the way, we want to check this too. Property for sale. The Yar of the Pale has approved the potential sale of Helljarken Farm. So this is a farm that you can purchase and renovate right next to the, what is it? Helljarken house, the Hearthfire one. They do not conflict. They actually complement each other very nicely. Something that we can consider getting into as a merchant slash kind of property investor. But that's obviously for a different episode for a different time.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Hello.
Speak quickly.
Okay, you're rude. What do we got here? Stranger.
Something?
Beth. What do you got for sale, Beth?
Take a look.
Let's see. Oh, she's like a merchant. Got anything cool? Lots of clothing. Elven Warhammer of Reaping. Yikes. That is pretty cool. Nothing really all that great for us, it seems. Let us see. Moon sugar. Hey, you shouldn't be selling that. Lots of poisons. Those are pretty cool. Regard night capes. Oh, she's got all kinds of stuff, actually. Scroll of Animate Lockpick. These are pretty good. Lesser Animate Lockpick. But our followers might be able to help us out with that. So let's go ahead and get on out of here. And I want to use this cooking pot. Let's see what we can cook here. Baked potatoes, venison chop. I'd prefer venison stew, but that's okay. We can cook these up and cook meat as well. We can outfit our guys with these so that they will not go hungry. I do believe, I have to ask, Vorstog, you are, let's see, magic. Let me check your active effects. Still got our restore stamina, so we still got his stew. So I'm going to go ahead and outfit him with some nice meat. Let's see here. I'm looking for cooked meat. I'll give you 2 of these and 1 venison chop. How does that sound? We also need to get a water skin for Vorstog. Let's be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Hey, Miss Lady.
Man's drink.
Welcome to yourself.
Take a look.
What do you got for sale? Got any cool stews? I'm always on the lookout for stews. She does have a water skin. Perfect. I'm going to buy 1 of these. I'm sure I can part with 52 gold. That's no problem. Nothing all that great otherwise. She got a lot of nice treats, like baked goods.
You hear any juicy gossip?
Oh, look at that guy inside the, what's it called? The thing. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, my friend. Weird. Maybe this is a nav mesh error, or is he just interacting with this thing strangely? Oop, that's not mine. What are you doing?
Careful.
Yeah.
I was Jarl once.
Oh, it's Dengear.
I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks.
You know, Dengear, I gotta say, that's perhaps not the best. Oh, looks like he's, oh no. Whoa, what the hell? There's something weird about the idle markers for this place. Maybe I'll have to fix a navigation mesh error or something like that. Anyway, it's not a huge deal for me. Let's go through and give this... Hello.
Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler.
Yikes.
Till now.
Okay, equipment. Go ahead and take this water skin. There we are. A nice drink. And we'll talk
I
here.
escaped fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
I know exactly what you mean, my friend, because that's exactly what our backstory is as well, more or less. Go ahead and refill our water, please.
Of course.
Should be 15 gold, right? Let's see what we got.
I'll be right here.
Yeah,
if you need
15
anything
gold.
else.
All right, so we're doing pretty okay. I think we're set. I'm going to level up my guy and get some more magicka. Right here. Magicka. It's not going to let us use those perks yet. That's okay. And now I say everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, and more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. That's really bad passive voice right there. You guys are writing buffs. Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, you know what? Here, let's pop in real fast. We're going to ask for some work and see if she gives us some bandits to kill
Come on in.
nearby.
Food, warm drinks, and warm...
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain if we could string together a few sunny days now and then.
No kidding. Oh, do I already have some work? I must already have a bandit
Until
bounty.
next time.
Let's see. Journal. Let's see. Miscellaneous. Steal the statue. Convince Adhar leave Sandy York Mine at Karth Waston. Blah, blah, blah. Spiced wine. Vittoria Vici. Kill the bandit leader. Locate him in the hollow. Broken Helm Hollow. Oh my god, there's so many people here. That's okay. So we can only get one bandit bounty at a time. Okay. Now, we are about ready to go on our journey, I think. Ooh, my gosh. You see those birds fly overhead? That was nice. I really like that sky texture, too. It's like not quite a clear day, obviously, but it's still a little bit brighter than most days in Falkreath, I can imagine. All right, where are my boys? You guys all good to go? How's your stamina? Vorstog doing pretty good. Where's Mark? Hey, buddy. Well, here, I can fix that. That's not the right button. This is the right button. A leader's a teleportation. All right, here we are. We got Vorstog, and we got Mark. Here he is. All right, so I got my bros protecting me. I'd honestly like even more protection than I have now, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and eat some cooked meat, so that should get everyone else to eat. And I think we're good to go. I'm going to call our horses up. And now we know where Knife Point Ridge is. That's somewhere where we just were on Hilfred. Although, keep in mind, here's Winnie. Here is my love. Here's Maxine. Winnie, Duber, and Maxine. What a motley crew. All of us, really. Got a hilarious little party here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
What can I do?
I need you to do something. Let's see, can I...
Right, what is it?
I'm talking to Mark. Oh, that's
Anything
issuing a
else?
command. All right, so you guys, I want you to stick close to me. In fact, I'm actually going to pop off, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to both of you. Hello, Mark. I'm going to go to command, not group. Go command. Actually, no, here, wait. I can do group commands. Let's see, group. Let's see, more. There we go, aggression, and passive. That's way better than doing it individually, which is what I was going to do. So we're going to go ahead and stick to the roads here. I think that's very, very important as brand new characters, or as a pithy level 4 character. It's going to be very pertinent for us. Pertinent is not the right word. Just call it important for us to stay on the roads. This area, as we discussed before, is rife with danger. I know that there's some area between where we are now and Knife Point Ridge that has some mages, I think, and I really, really want to avoid that area at all costs. I just also don't know exactly where it is, so that's a problem. I'm going to be very, very careful as I move through this foliage. And I believe Knife Point Ridge is off to the left. It's over there. There are roads leading to it, so it might be worth actually sticking on those roads as we go along. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and ride up here. Plus, it's a really nice scenic ride that I love. I really love doing these scenic rides. I really love taking a moment to kind of stop. In fact, you know what? Here, let's go ahead and ride up on this ridge just real fast, because I know we're relatively safe here. Let's get like a nice view of Falkreath. I really like this additional area, like added to Falkreath by Expanded Towns and Cities. I think it's really, I don't know. I think my favorite thing about Expanded Towns and Cities is how it really adds to these smaller locations without making them feel overwhelming, or without adding too much, I guess would be another way of putting it. I've messed around with a lot of different locations mods and everything over the years, and believe me when I say that it's very easy to make Skyrim feel small, and making the cities bigger can be one of the easiest ways to do this. On the surface, it seems like these... Oh, look, a skeleton. It seems like this cities should be bigger, and they really should be. It's got a scale problem, you know, this game. He's not fighting me, is he? No. Look at this mage going after this guy. Why'd you get down off your horse? Holy crap, take it easy. Jeez. I don't want you to blow up my horses. Why did you guys get off your horses? I don't understand why they do that. Anyway, it's really, really easy to make Skyrim feel even dinkier than it already is. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by overhauling the cities. Because once again, Skyrim is not that big. There's not that much distance between a lot of the big cities and a lot of the big landmarks. And if you... Ooh, what's going on here? I don't know exactly, but I don't also want to find out. I don't want to stick around and subject myself to anything too crazy. Here we go. Here's the mill. What is this, Half Moon Mill? Yes, Half Moon Mill discovered. Nice. So we're going to keep on riding through. I really wish my camera would stop resetting. It'd be really nice if I could run a horsing around, because I know that would stop that from happening. But I don't know. It's just super wonky on this installation. Here we go. Now they're all mounted up again. All right, where are we at? We are moving right along. We're going to take this path inward. Although, once we go onto these roads, these side paths... Anyway, to finish my thought from before. It's really easy to make the cities too big and to really make the spaces in between feel smaller than they should. I really like maintaining that wilderness feel to Skyrim. I think it's one of the most appealing elements of the game. Like, for instance, where we're going right now is really cool. Ooh. Dare we inspect this area? Oh, there's someone up there who I think is aggroed on us. I'm going to move very slowly right on through, make sure we're not in any danger. Is anyone cresting the ridge? I wish I could turn the camera all the way around. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. I just want to keep it going here. Be very careful now that we are off the road into the wilderness. I hear wolves. Oh, look, it's our guys. Fermi. Hey, puppies. So we know where we are now. We've been here before. Oh, who dat? Oh, it sounds like a wolf is hunting over there. In fact, I think it's exactly what's happening. Oh, no, it's the dog. This dog trio. I wonder if they're just living out here in the wilds. So Knife Point Ridge, I believe. Ooh, that's quite the chug. There it goes. Man, that was a big one. Knife Point Ridge, I believe, is up that way. Is that the guard tower? Yes? Yes, it is. Okay, so we can do this, but we are going to have to be smart. The main thing will be keeping these guys at the helm, at the forefront, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and hop off here and tell all of our horses to wait. So we're going to wait here. Whoa, baby! Having some fun there, Mark? Jeez. So we're going to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these guys. I'm going to group command them. I'm going to make sure that they are set to be aggressive. That's not what I wanted, although I guess that can't hurt. Group. We're going more. We're going aggression and aggressive. All right, so we want to go ahead now. I'm essentially useless at this point. In fact, what I think I'm going to do I still have my robes? I do not. This light armor stuff is really not the best. Oh, I got to sell off this stuff too at some point. That's okay. Remember to get some robes as soon as possible. That's a mental note that I'm going to make for myself. So we're going to go ahead and go up this hill. We're going to leave our horses down there so they're nice and safe. Hopefully our 3 dog companions over there will keep them safe. I have actually a sneaking suspicion that they will, given the opportunity. Those dogs do seem pretty protective and territorial. I think they'll be able to stave off any wolf attacks at the very least. So really, oh, you see someone up there? He does not see us yet, I don't believe. It'll be easier for us to sneak in our light armor, but not for these guys, or at least not for Vorstog. We'll just have to take this approach very carefully as we can. So we're going to go up here. I have, let's see, I should probably cast mage armor now, because this way, because our magicka is going to be a scarce resource. We are wearing some light armor, which isn't going to impact our magicka ability regeneration as much, and also our spell cost. It's not going to impact it nearly as much as heavy armor, of course, but it's also not nearly as good as wearing no armor at all. So we are going to have to pre-cast, so to speak, the other things. I'm going to get the skeletal soldier ready to go, although I got to admit the skeletal soldier has been pretty underwhelming. Someone is there. It's just, oh god. Maybe they think it's the deer that they're worried about, not us. Keep in mind there's that rock trap. Oh, they're definitely fighting us. Alright, well, so the battle begins. Alright, you guys. Yeah, hey, skeletal soldier got a hit in. Alright, Vorstog took him out. Alright, you guys better be careful. Watch out for those, what's it called? Watch out for those rocks. Alright, Vorstog's doing work. Let's go ahead and cast another one, Knife Point Ridge. Oh, getting chugged there. Let's see. Alright, Vorstog, where are you going? I feel so useless. I wish I could pick up Mark. We really need to outfit him with something. Vorstog, you can't beat all those guys at once, can you? Let's see. Healing Poultice, I'll take that. Septim. God, I just feel so unimportant here. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. A wolf attack. Oh, this is bad news bears. This is real bad news bears. Maybe we shouldn't have come out here. I'm beginning to regret this decision very, very much. Potion of recuperation. Shit. Ah, fuck. Do we have any sort of last-ditch effort here? Oh, my God. I hope we don't die right now. Okay, anything. Dragon skin, that's not going to help us. Raised dead, also not going to help us. Summon skeletal soldier might, but we got to run. Oh, God. Oh, run back. Oh, jeez, man, a single... You know, maybe this was overzealous of us to think that we could handle this so early. At least we're all healed now, right? Let's jump up here. Ah! Get away from me, you son of a bitch. My magicka is not regenerating particularly well, which is wonderful. Oh, God. Ouch. Oh, God. Maxine. Let's go. Horses, away. Horses, away. Horses. Followers will be fine. We can always get them later. I think those dogs started attacking the wolves. I think that's exactly what happened. Oh, looks like they still might be coming after us. Holy crap. That was not ideal. Jesus Christ. Man, Mark really needs to be outfitted with some better stuff. We can try again, I suppose. Here they are. Man. Can't believe how quickly... Whoa, am I bleeding? Why am I continuing to take damage? You guys see that? Let's see here. Magic effects. It could have been that my beef stew wore off. I still have restore stamina. Yikes. Alright, well, where's our guys? Let's see how they're doing. I'm going to go ahead and check leader's telepathy. Right here. Mark, Vorstog. Let's go Vorstog. So he's down. Mark is down, I believe. Let's see. Yep, they're both down. So let's go ahead and summon them back. Leader's teleportation. So they're back here. Not doing so hot. But at least they're... Oh, look, Mark can heal himself. You wouldn't also happen to have healing hands for others, would you? Mark? By chance? I don't know about that one, guys. Also, mage armor really doesn't seem to pop or last for very long. How long does it last for? We can actually check right here. Yada, yada, yada. That's not even the right menu. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alteration, right there. Not there. There. Mage armor. 68 seconds, not super long. It's something. I really got to get rid of these, this light armor, I think, would be our next goal. How about this? Okay, how much, oh, there we go. There's an alteration skill up. That's nice. Healing poultice, potion of healing, deficient, faint. How am I doing right now? Tisk, tisk. Also, some elsewhere fondue would be nice for us. We're going to have to look out for that in the future. I know they got some kills off, but I don't know about those wolves. If those wolves hadn't gotten a drop on us, this would be a very different encounter, although it looked like we were kind of losing as things went. Maybe we need a third in here. What do you guys think? We really need that moon amulet. It'd be nice. All right, let's kind of poke out here. It looked like we scared off those wolves somehow before. How's Vorstog doing? Is he still down? Here he is. Here, I can use my ability. Whoops, that's not the right one. I want leader's telepathy again. I'm gonna check Vorstog, his stats. So he's back up again. I'll try and stay out of the fray as much as possible. I think if we go ahead and use our deficient healing potion, that should get us back to top. At the very least, we can just... Because like, any kill that we get from these bandits is good. Because any one that we can manage to take down that won't regenerate health over time and then be back at it when we go to assault the place again. Oh, shit, they're following me. No, come on, guys. You over yonder. You stay on the other side of this log. How does that sound? Come on over. Come on over. Why am I moving so slow? Here we go. Okay, now you guys stay here. Nice and safe and sound. Right? Hopefully no wolves come at us again. Let's go ahead and give this another assault. Because we took out like 1 or 2, I think. We really have to watch out for those rocks as well. I'm pretty worried about that. As we all know, rocks can be very dangerous in Skyrim with their wonky physics and such. So that guy's still up there. Doesn't see us yet, but he will soon. Go ahead and pop mage armor again. And we can also raise dead at this point. Let's go ahead and see how much that is to cast. Out of curiosity, raise dead, 149. How much do I have total? Oh my god, so I need a full bar of magicka in order to cast that. Jeez. Not ideal. We should definitely start looking at these potions and stuff too. Let's search this bandit, this healing poultice, septum, pouches, that'll be good to have for carry weight. You always want to get some pouches. Bottled water, sure, I suppose, why not? The rest of these, not all that great. I'm going to take a step back here in case I get... Oh, that's what I was waiting for. Mark, that was a crossbow bolt, in case you've never seen one before. Right in your bum, really. Ooh, it looks like we might have a pretty sunset on our hands, too. I know that shouldn't be my primary concern right now. Alright, Vorstog, go. I'll move up to this tree. Go get him. Alright, here we go. That's doing it. Alright, we have to make sure we're out of the line of sight. He's roasting. Alright, I'm watching out. I'm going to try not to trigger those rocks. I'm going to move up around this left side. There we go. Oh shit, watch out. Go get him, boy. You got him. Sorry, I did not mean to talk to you like a dog there. Oh! Oh, baby. Like, there we go. There's a nice pincer move. He was running. You hear him? He was like, I was trying to submit. And looks like it's not going to happen. Let's grab some bread. An iron crossbow. This is what I've been waiting for. He didn't have bolts, too, did he? I've been waiting to get myself a crossbow for a while now. Just because I'm not super great with a bow. My stamina is too shitty. We don't have any bow. Or we don't have any, we don't have any bolts, rather, is what I meant to say. Alright, you guys are doing okay, it seems. Right? That's no problem. Alright, let's move up. Move up very carefully. Very carefully. See, I felt like we could do this. Obviously, not the best approach. Maybe I'll eat my words. But I feel like it's within the realm of possibility for these two. They work well together. You got ranged and melee. It's a classic combination. Let's move up and be very quiet. You got a hunting bow. Not really useful to me right now. Whenever we're sneaking like this, I somehow feel obligated to whisper and be quiet. You guys going? Move up along the flanks, guys, just in case. Here we go. Steel warhammer, that's pretty cool. Right, what are you guys using? You're both one-handed, aren't you? We got a novice chest. Can you open this for me, Mark?
Okay, got it.
Thank you. Forstall, get over here. Got it?
Anything else?
What do we got? 47 septums, not bad. Alright guys, actually it's about that time. So we are going to continue taking on this bandit camp in the next episode, excuse me. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I know that I enjoyed playing it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.